Hello, my name's Alexis Graves, and for my vlog number 3, I chose to do the movie Bonnie and Clyde, which was made in 1967. So this film is a crime and romantic film, and that's like the genre that it falls under. So in this film, there's two main characters named Bonnie and Clyde, and Bonnie Parker was born in Rowan, Texas in 1910, and then she moved to West Dallas, Texas. And then in 1931, she worked in a cafe before beginning her career in crime with Clyde. So Clyde Barrow was born into a family of sharecroppers, and as a young man, he became a small-time theft and robbed a gas station, and he served 2 years for armed robbery and was released on good behavior in 1931. That's my little short synopsis of the film because I don't want to give away too much of the film. And so the way the film starts is there's multiple clips of photos being shown of people and things. And then once you start to watch the movie, you realize that the movie is about these two young lovers during the Great Depression, and they end up being bank robbers together. And now I'd like to talk about the terminology that we learned prior for that I think would suit this movie that I found and that I think that would suit very well for this. So the first example I'd like to give is fade out / fade in. So fade out is when a scene gradually darkens to a black or white screen, and then fade in is like the reverse where the screen gradually brightens from black to white to reveal a scene. And so where I saw this was when Bonnie and Clyde were leaving this restaurant, and Clyde and Bonnie show up in their car, and then Clyde decides that he wants to leave the restaurant in a different car, so Bonnie and Clyde both get into this car together and they drive away, and as they're driving away, the scene gets like this, and it slowly transitions into this black screen, and then after that, the black screen goes away, and then you see Bonnie laying on the ground looking around for Clyde. So I think that was a really good example of the fade in, fade out. So then I'd like to talk about another term, which is realism. And realism is it's kind of just showing aspects of things that are real and not trying to make things look artificial, so the natural part of things. And where I saw this was when Bonnie and Clyde were standing outside after they were getting out of the car, and there was these trees in the background that I noticed, and the trees looked very defined and realistic, and there was just a lot of color to them, and that's something that really stood out to me while I was watching that. And then something else that really stood out to me was hard lighting, and that's sharp, well-defined shadows and high contrast, often used to create a dramatic, intense mood for specific scenes in the movie. And a scene where I saw this from the movie was when Clyde was talking to Bonnie, and there was this harsh shadow on half of his face when he was going to show Bonnie the chopped off toe on his foot. I think that was a really good use of the hard light because it really emphasized the lighting on his face. And then I'd like to talk about group POV, so it's group point of view, and that's when many characters are seeing something and everyone's eyes are looking at one thing, and the camera wants the viewers, the watchers, to see that and really pick up on that. And I saw that during the bank robbery, and so the camera was focusing on the bank workers and the employees and the customers that were there, and it's when the people's hands were up, and the camera was just focusing on the people and their reactions after Bonnie and Clyde were and while they were executing their robbery plan, and the characters were just in the background with their hands up, and that was just the camera showing the group POV of the employees and customers watching what was going down. And during the movie, I think there were many scenes that used natural lighting instead of the harsh lighting, and I think that really kind of pulled the movie together and showed how natural lighting is really important for movies like this. And to conclude my vlog number 3, I would say that the end of the movie was a little bit kind of unexpected, and I think that Bonnie and Clyde knew that their time was over. And overall, I would say that this was a great movie, and I think I will definitely watch it again, and I know my family has watched it, so I'm excited to talk to them about my thoughts about this movie. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.